And welcome back to another episode of Nice Tries. I'm Nyce, and today we're on episode 26? Yes, episode 26 of our Pokemon Phoenix Challenge. Been a hot second, a little bit of stuff going on. But yes, episode 26. In the previous one, we started back on track with the Champions Cup. We were supposed to be going in fighting Leon now. We all know it's not going to happen. I believe we're actually going to fight Bede. Then there's going to be more chaos. We're going to have to go and take care of the whole Eternatus situation. But let's jump right in and see how we fare against Bede here. Okay, well, let's do this thing. We're not going to get any more already. We can't heal even if we're not fully healed anyways, so we may as well just go straight away to the locker room here and see what's what. In case you are keeping up with this channel pretty frequently and pretty actively, and you're wondering, why didn't this episode come out at 9 a.m.? You always upload at 9 a.m. Well, I went snowboarding for about 10 hours yesterday and got home and was like, hey, what are we going to do for recording now? Am I ready? I got everything set up. Like, all right, we can do this. We can record. And then was like, I'm too tired. Passed out and woke up at 6 a.m. Or not 6 a.m., 2 a.m. And was like, that's not happening. Went to bed at like 6 p.m. and woke up at 2 a.m. It's an interesting situation for sure. So yeah, recording this one the day of that it'll come out. I'll just release it a few hours after I recorded it itself, and then we should be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Hopefully you're not too upset for not having an episode to wake up to at 9 a.m. I do try to be as regular as I can, but hey, life happens. Sometimes you get super tired. It probably goes without saying, but hello, Galar. I am your champion. The chairman is tied up with some business, so I hope no one minds me something on my behalf. There's too many words and he talks too fast. The time has come for you to battle it out until only the greatest challenger remains. So on behalf of the chairman, allow me to say, let the finals matches begin. Finals matches? See, this is where I'm confused now. How many matches are there? So we made it to the finals? Wait, you! It's like, who are we supposed to be fighting here? How are there matches? How are there plural matches? I don't understand. We had the semifinals, which had like its own bracket. Now we're in the finals? But the semifinals were like two different things. So it should have been quarterfinals, then semifinals, then this is the actual finals. But I'm pretty sure we only have the one battle, which is the final. I don't know. Their cup system really is confusing. I think it's a great concept, but I feel like they just kind of got a little disorganized with it. Whatever. Who's that? Oh, it's been a while since I voiced Bede.
A moment, if I may. Does anyone here remember me? I am Bede, the challenger who was forced to withdraw from the gym challenge. Bede, he's the challenger endorsed by the chairman Rose himself. I have a score to settle with challenger Nyce here. I'm aware this is against the rules, but I must ask nonetheless. Let me battle her. I'll stake my career as a challenger on this battle. If I lose, I'll retire from being a trainer.
What an unexpected turn of events! Former Challenger Bede has come for one last battle. We are currently debating what to do with Challenger Bede. To all our viewers, both here in the stadium and back home in front of the telly, we ask that you please be patient.
I know this is ridiculous of me, but I had to say something. Do something. Ever since you showed up, everything I've done has gone wrong. It was Elena who asked me to gather the wishing stars for the chairman, but then the chairman himself disowned me. And then the strange old lady comes out of nowhere and drags me to a boot camp on fairy-type Pokemon. Do you have any idea what I've been through? Covered in pink, dealing with battles and quizzes with fairy-type Pokemon every single day? And here I am, pouring my heart out to you, when I've never lost my cool before.
We've reached a decision, ladies and gentlemen. The champion himself has accepted Bede's sudden interruption. The champion is showing his love by giving every trainer a chance to grow stronger, or is it a challenge for Challenger Nyce?
My will hasn't been broken yet.
Alright, well, let's do this, Bede. I really hope that we put Persephone out front. I'm pretty sure that I did in preparation last time, but again, I didn't record an episode yesterday, so my memory's the tiniest bit foggy. Mawile, that's fine. I can take down your Mawile. Especially because if it does have Intimidate, we are a special attacker, so we don't really care about Intimidate. Dragon Tail, not going to be much use to us here. I believe we're still rocking that move.
We face too much to quit now. We've got no choice but to win.
Yep, Intimidate doesn't matter at all. We are quite well leveled for this battle. Surf's pretty much our only choice. We should probably be healed after this battle, so I don't mind using Surfs. This might one-shot the Mawile as well. It's, pretty frail. Oh, so close, so close. Play rough, please miss. Oh, lovely, 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 lovely. Now let me use a Water Pulse here, and you're healing, sir. I didn't know that you were allowed to do that. I thought that was against the rules for anyone but me because I'm special. That was a crit. That had to have been a crit. Good lord. That is so much. Like, what? I mean, I guess, like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What? Why'd that do so much more? They're the same, like, a crit is 1.5 times damage, so we go from 60 base power to effectively 90 base power, and that's what Surf is. So I should have done the same as a Surf. I guess maybe we low-rolled Surf and then high-rolled the Water Pulse? Maybe that's what happened? Use Icy Wind here just to preserve PvP, just in case we don't get healed. You know, it's a bit unorthodox what happens after this, so there's a chance we don't come out of this healed. So we'll play for as if we don't. So we are quickly coming up on the end of our Phoenix challenge here. Definitely learned a lot kind of about where I want to take any future challenge runs of this game. Got to play around that constant healing and find other ways to make it more challenging without, you know, having the rules become too convoluted. This will probably be a 2 or a 3 shot on this Gardevoir. But, you know, I think it'll still, I think it was still a fun time. It was still a very interesting challenge. Oh, Wish is annoying. I can't do quite over half your HP either. That's inconvenient. Hopefully we get a high roll here or a crit and we can take this thing out. That'd be great. But, you know, this definitely is a very unique game compared to the other Pokemon games. And will kind of take its own restrictions to be challenging. But again, you don't want it to be super convoluted. So it's really a tricky path to walk, let's say. If you have any suggestions, if you've seen any other challenge runs that other people have done that you think maybe I should do and would be fun to watch, let me know, and I'll certainly give it a shot. But for now, we will continue with our Phoenix challenge and just see how things turn out. I believe we are still within our Gold Star status, though only barely. I'm pretty sure if we lose one more Pokemon, we will be out of that. And as we have 2 of our hardest battles in the game yet remaining, I don't have a huge threshold of confidence for us being able to pull that off. But we are pretty well leveled here. I'm definitely glad that I didn't push us up to 55 like I had set our level cap to. That was really because, you know, there was not a great check mark. I guess I could have had like a benchmark for after we've defeated the Champions Cup, but before we battle Eternatus, you are faster than I am. That's a little spooky. Okay. So maybe, you know, I could have broken that down a little bit more, but I think leveling us up to 50 was a pretty good spot here, where I feel like we're on level enough that we're not, you know, just completely running house, but, you know, also not totally safe either. You know, I definitely think the Eternatus fight is going to be difficult, especially when it's you know, that Gigantamax version or whatever it is. It looks different. I'm pretty sure it's a Gigantamax form. You can't ever use it again like that, so I don't really know what to call that. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna end at a little bit lower HP than I'd love to here, but I think he's got one more Pokemon still that he'll Gigantamax. Which is why I was trying to be at higher HP, so we'll be in a better position for whatever his Pokemon is that Gigantamaxes. So I assume we'll get a little cutscene here from him, which will tell me that he's gonna Gigantamax it. What's with that calm expression? Think you're gonna win? Well, I have twice as many Pokemon as you, and I've already knocked out 3 of yours, so... So does this thing actually have a Gigantamax? I'm pretty sure it just Dynamaxes, right? I don't think it's actually a Gigantamax. We will use Max Geezer. Hit him with the big old, strong old man. Okay, we look like we're faster here. I'm surprised. I thought Hatcherian would have been faster than us, but it looks like we are faster because we're Dynamaxing first, which is good. I'll take that. Definitely happy with it. Alright. But yes, a little bit tired still from all that sleep and all that snowboarding, but definitely a fun time. I'm not very good at snowboarding, but it is enjoyable. We'll show you what's truly a great pink Hatcherian. Gigantamax. Oh, he said Gigantamax, so it does Gigantamax? I don't recall it looking that different. Okay, I guess it got like a little bit different. Yeah, okay. It's got some more detail going on, some maybe larger tentacles behind it. Okay, okay. Yeah, it's a Gigantamax. What was that animation? Or, sorry, what was that lack of animation? We're not at great HP here. That was a crit. Okay, wow. I was going to say, that did do a lot. Should knock it out next turn with the rain, but did you see my Lodic just completely frozen there? Mindstorm, okay. Psychic type attack coming in. Hopefully we're okay here. We're pretty specially defensive. Okay. Okay, we're living. We're living. Okay. So the next one's going to do more damage because that battlefield's like that. I'm pretty confident that we're faster because we were faster that turn, but there's a chance it's a speed tie. So I'm going to go ahead and full restore here because it'll be pretty safe for us anyways. A crit here with the Psychic Terrain could do quite a number. What? What are you doing that in the rain for? That's going to do nothing. Bede, you're talking a big game, but you're performing terribly. Okay, I guess it did get rid of our rain. That is actually fair. That's actually fairly effective since we got rid of the rain for us. Now I don't think that we'll knock it out with one more max geyser, but I'm still going to do it because it's going to be about as much damage as our other moves. And this will set the rain back up for us afterwards. So now once we're both no longer Gigantamaxed, or Dynamaxed in our case, the rain will be up and we'll be in a little bit better of a spot. Yeah, not particularly good at snowboarding. I did fall quite a lot yesterday. Oh, this is his signature move now. Okay, so I assume this is a fairy type attack. Gmax Smite. Okay, have we seen that one before? No, it just looks kind of like Gmax Starfall. Confused us. Okay, so maybe it's like Gmax Starfall plus it confuses. Okay. Yeah, I fell quite a bit. Had a few pretty nasty ones. Luckily, I'm okay. I'm sore, but nothing's hurt or broken or anything, so we're fine. Okay, I think we're in a fine range here. Psychic, if we hurt ourselves in our confusion, could be kind of scary, but we're gonna break through, so that's good. But yeah, I fell a lot. Flipped my board over my head a few times. Had one cliff that I went, or like one slope that I went down that was a little bit too steep for my skill level, where I started to fall, let myself fall back, try to catch myself, and just kind of kept falling the whole way down. So it just was kind of a disastrous turn of events there. But I'll get better. I'll learn.
I couldn't win, but at least I was able to show everyone here how great fairy types are.
Did you though? Did you do that? Pretty sure you used a fire type attack in the rain on a water type. But whatever you say, sir.
Well, I lost.
It looks like Challenger Bede was no match for Challenger Nyce and her trusted team.
Hey, Bede, that was some match.
Don't retire. Just restart your career.
But this isn't what I planned. If I was able to defeat you, then everything would have been fine. Even if I lost, it was going to be a good excuse for retiring to get away from that old lady. You just keep messing up my plans. With everyone cheering me on like this, I have no choice but to continue my training as the fairy-type gym leader. Though, I suppose with my talents, I'll be able to overtake Ms. Opal in no time.
The stadium is filled with voices cheering on these two young trainers. Now, Challenger Nyce, please head back to the locker room so you can rest up from that unexpected match. Okay, so that definitely sounds like they're going to heal us then. Because I think we actually get out onto the battlefield with Leon before the interruption happens. So, we will see. Did I start a timer? Pretty sure I did. I did because I'm a genius, that's right. Why did I even doubt myself? Where'd everyone go? Everyone left. I gotta start in the stands watching. Hello, sir. What? I can't get to the vending machines? You're guarding the vending machines and the trash can? What? Dude, change your sunglasses. You're one of those evil dudes. Smack him in the face. Oh, if he's the wrong way. Hang on. Smack him. We are so much shorter than he is. Oh my god. I know we're a child, but we are so much shorter. Love it. Look at this. We don't even make it up to his shoulders. We're barely above his pecs. Dang. I didn't know we were so short. Alright, let's do this. And by let's do this, I mean let's go out ready to do this and then get interrupted and not actually have anything happen. Classic. The time for waiting is over. The finals of the Champion Cup are about to begin. Let the two trainers face off in their first battle around here are... a trainer endorsed by the champion himself, Challenger Nyce. Her opponent is the Raging Wave, the master of water types, Nyce. Oh, okay. I forgot we battle some gym leaders first.
I've got to hand it to our undefeated champion. He's got a proper eye for talent. But you're not the champion, and you'll never become the champion either. Do you know why? Because I, Nessa, am going to defeat both you and Leon. I'm not going to underestimate you again. I'll use Dynamax to wash you out to sea and beyond the horizon.
Alright, I forgot that they have this too. Yeah, that makes more sense than why it's like the semifinals is like the warm-up. And then like the real challenges now, and then but we don't actually reach the final. It's their use of finals that's just really strange. Golisopod, that's a spooky one. Not gonna lie, Golisopod scares me greatly. I think we're healed. We should be healed from what they were saying. It sounds like we will be at least. We're definitely faster, but
Sonia might be disappointed, but I'm going to wash your team away.
All right, we're a decent level here. We're gonna hit this guy with a dragon tail. Yeah, that's exactly why, because I don't want him setting up Swords Dance on us, and we can't really hit this thing hard enough to trigger emergency exit reliably, so really hope we don't miss this dragon tail. Okay, good. That'll switch him out, which is a great way to start there. That's really the scariest thing about Golisopod is, ooh, you're gonna set a drizzle for me? You got a drizzle for me? You do, all right. I mean, his water type attacks are gonna do more, but mine are also gonna do more, and mine were gonna do more to begin with. Honestly, I think Surf here does more than Icy Wind. Just because the rain. Hit him with Surf, probably over half. Maybe not quite, yeah. Okay, just over half. Tailwind, okay. That's inconvenient, especially if you do switch back out into Golisopod, because Golisopod is scary. As soon as we can, though, we're going to switch over into... Oh, I hate you. Why? Why? I hate this. I hate it so much. That's okay, that's okay. We're doing slightly over half, just as long as we have this rain up, so it's slowly gonna go down here. And eventually the tailwind will peter out. Once the tailwind peters out, we'll go before it and knock it out before it can get a roost off again. So we only have to last a few more turns of this, thankfully. As long as the rain doesn't peter out before the tailwind does, which I don't think it will. I think the tailwind should end two turns before the rain does. So it should be 5 turns of rain and 3 turns of tailwind. So I believe the tailwind will peter out this turn, and then we should be able to knock them out this coming move. If everything goes as planned. I don't think there's any item that increases the duration of tailwind like there are the rain and other weather effects. And like light screens and that kind of thing. I don't think there's anything that increases tailwind. The tailwind petered out and the rain stopped already. Is it only 3 turns of rain from drizzle? That seems weird. Well, we're definitely going to surf then, because Waterfall's probably isn't going to knock it out. This should take it out, which is good. Alright. Go ahead and take that guy on out. And here we're probably going to switch pretty much no matter what they send out. We're probably going to go into Kilroy here. Seeking. Yeah, we'll definitely switch here. This thing can have Horn Drill, but since we're a higher level, it shouldn't matter. We should be okay there. Alright. So I think we should probably be on schedule here to get our Dragapult before we have to fight Eternatus without having to use our rare candies, which is great. Here I'll definitely go with some Breaking Swipes. This thing's a physical attacker, so I don't mind reducing its attack, and this is just our strongest move anyways. That was a crit. Okay, I really thought we might actually be doing that amount of damage normally, but that's okay. We should learn Dragon Dance soon, right? Like, once we evolve, maybe we get Dragon Dance. I know we definitely get access to it. I don't think it was a TM that I was teaching it. I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp and then Hex this thing. Or never mind, I'm not gonna do that. You have a Smart Strike? Seeking gets Smart Strike? That's awesome coverage for it, but totally unexpected. Let's have a bit more of an edge against ice types, I guess. It's already good against rock types. I don't really know what else it's gaining from that. It does get some fairy type coverage, which is sweet. I will Will-O-Wisp the Seeking. No, I will not. What am I saying? Why do I even try and run commentary? Because I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just the buffoon who doesn't understand anything, apparently. That's what this is telling me. Apparently I should have just, used 3 more Breaking Swipes on this thing instead of 3 Will-O-Wisps. Thank goodness. Finally. It's only 85% accurate, but missing 2 of those in a row is definitely beating the odds a good bit. Alright, Smart Strike, that's fine. You can Smart Strike me all you like. I don't think... Aha, never mind. You cannot Smart Strike me at all. Why do I try and make commentary? As soon as I say something, the game just says, nah, nah, nah. Opposite of that. You can Smart Strike us all he likes. Nope, disabled. Just my luck. Just my luck. I mean, I'll take cursing myself in that direction. Ooh, did not want to waste an elixir. That could be big for us. So here, this thing's probably going to go for a pretty weak move. It's probably going to use like a water type move or something. A waterfall may be coming our way. Megahorn, okay. I mean, that's also resisted by us, so not too worried about that. Yeah, did what? 7 damage? Yeah, not too concerned. Probably still at a range where we need 2 hexes to take this thing out. The burn does help cut the Aqua Ring damage, which is nice, and one of the reasons why I used it. Mainly, I think using Hex here will probably be okay. Pretty sure this thing does not have very good special defense. Ooh, it's so close, so close. There's the waterfall I was expecting. Maybe I can do a little bit of commentary and actually call a couple things right. think it did the same amount of damage as the Mega Horn as well. So here we do have to use one more move. What move do we want that to be? I would say Bite, because we have the most PP for that, and it gets the least use. It'd be great to replace that with like a Dark Pulse or a Crunch or something. I forget what our nature is. Is our nature leaning us towards being a special attacker or a physical attacker? Because Juggable could definitely go both ways. We'll not switch. No reason to switch here. We're resistant to pretty much everything these things are going to throw at us. Some of them might get Ice-type coverages. This thing could have Ice Fang, possibly. I don't think you get Thunder Fang. But you definitely could get Ice Fang. I'm pretty sure he's physical. Throat Chop, okay. Or we could just have a Dark-type attack for coverage that I did not expect at all. How do you even chop something's throat? You like these little fins coming out like, yeah. How are you doing that? Throat chomp, that I would get. You could chomp something's throat. I can see that 100%. But I don't see how this thing's chopping anything. Go ahead and heal here. I love his little propeller tail though. That is pretty awesome. It just looks cool. Throat chop again. Doesn't make any sense at all. Curse Body disabling it, that's very nice. I like that a lot. I was definitely worried about a crit coming through if we chose not to heal here. We'll hit him with a Breaking Swipe and probably take him out. Liquidation, that's fine. Your attack's been lowered and we resist it, so I'm not too worried. Please don't drop my defense. Okay, good. We didn't. Excellent. Yeah, Throat Chop makes no sense. Throat Chomp, 100% about that one. The Chop, though, just... What? Give him Crunch. That's all, like, it's basically the same move. And it doesn't have like the weird like disable sound-based attacks that you get from that. Okay, so here, hang on, I gotta abandon that train of thought entirely while I think this over. I think here, Will-O-Wisp or Breaking Swipe? I think I Breaking Swipe because it'll accomplish essentially half of what Will-O-Wisp will, and it'll give us a better chance at putting this thing into emergency exit. This isn't her last Pokemon, which is good, which means that we still have another Pokemon to come out. So we will switch. That's one of the scary things about Gold is if it's the last Pokemon out, it can't switch out with emergency exit, so you don't get that free way to reset it there. So when it comes back out, I think I'll probably Will-O-Wisp, but this should make it emergency exit though. Oh, probably still in range of double Breaking Swipe taking it out, so maybe we'll be okay there. Dreadnought, okay, this will be what you Dynamax, and I'm not at great HP right now. We know it gets G-Max Darkness. I think we actually switch into Persephone here. I know that it gets G-Max Darkness because that's what it used on us in the beginning. It's probably got Crunch by now as well, so it's going to be even stronger. And I'm not too worried about this thing hitting Persephone with any one attack. Flood the stadium and make it our ocean. Dreadnought, time to Gigantamax. I forgot it Gigantamaxes. That's right. It originally hers only Dynamaxes, now Gigantamaxes. And I do like this Gigantamax Pokemon. Definitely one of my favorites that they added to it. He just gets even tankier, recedes into his shell, but also like is on 2 legs now. It's just sweet. I like Gigantamax Dreadnought for sure. Level 53, that's pretty formidable. There's the Max Darkness I was worried about. We should be able to eat this pretty well as Persephone. That is not as well as I thought it would have been. And now our special attack drops, or special defense drops. That shouldn't matter. This thing's a physical attacker. I think we're probably going to heal stall it out. You know what? We're not cowards. We're going to max Geyser this. We're going to gain HP from Dynamaxing anyway, so this will effectively probably be a heal for us. I think we're at 165 was our max HP before we Dynamax here, so let's see where we end up after it. If we're above 165, then I believe this is definitely just, oh, sorry, 196. We're at 194, so we're down 2 HP from where we would have been if we healed. Probably not going to make that big of a difference. Like the lack of animation there is actually really bothersome. Okay, cool. Now that we have the rain up, the next one of those should take it out. G-Max Rockfall here would be pretty scary. There's a hair on my glasses. There we go. Max Darkness again. Okay, interesting. I'm surprised at that. That's probably a physical Max Darkness though, so it's not going to do any more damage than last time. And now I think we should be fine. Take this thing out with the next one, because now the rain's up, so it'll be doing twice as much damage, so no fear of this thing not going down. And then we can put out... Well, we could stay out for one more turn to keep our Dynamaxness, but I don't think it's worth it. I think that we just have a much better matchup with Kilroy being out against the Golisopod. Though, I mean... This thing can still hit Kilroy pretty hard just in like the one turn that it has to attack. But I mean, even First Impression isn't going to do that much. Razor Shell and Liquidation aren't going to do that much. Looks like I'm done to one last Pokemon. I've been saving the best for last. You've already sent this one out twice, though. Not quite sure you understand how that expression really works there, Nessa, but whatever you say, girl. So here, yeah, the fact that the rain is up too, I did set up the rain for him. That's not ideal. So Liquidation here, it would be pretty scary. Luckily, we lower his attack, so I'm really worried about just like a crit Liquidation. Or Shadow Claw, that's bad. Oh, no, 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 okay. Whew, okay. A crit would have taken us out, almost guaranteedly, because it would have done more damage because it would have ignored that attack drop from him, and it would have done extra damage because it's a crit. So luckily, and Shadow Claw also has a high crit chance, so we got lucky there. I did not expect it to have any coverage for us, especially after seeing it try to set up Swords Dance on us before. I really didn't think it'd have anything.
You had no problem handling our surging might. It's no wonder that you won.
Alright, handled Nessa like no problem. And the winner is Nyce! She defeated Nessa during the gym challenge and now has pulled it off again.
You and your Pokemon are just too much. Even with our Dynamax partner, you weathered our storms, our wave, and stood firm. Now that I think about it, Sonia was saying something about how amazing you were. Wish I'd paid more attention to what she was talking about. I bet everyone in Galah's got their eyes on you now. You defeated my team, and now you've got to ride that current all the way to the end.
Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. The second battle of the first round will begin shortly. Okay, so now, okay, who do we not want to go against up here? Who do we not want to go up against here? Probably Rayhan. I think we're going to have to go against Rayhan too. Well, no, we're going against Alistair next. Then I think eventually long term. Yeah, because I wanted to battle Piers the first time, and Rayhan beats him, which is a shame because he refuses the Dynamax still. So you have to go against Alistair. Okay, okay. It was Melody that I was really worried about because I know that she would have Freeze Dry. But here, I think, against Alistair, we should hopefully be okay. I mean, I don't love putting Kilroy out because it's, you know, we are also going to be taking super effective damage, but we're able to dish out the hurt a lot better, too. Okay, so we are adamant. Okay, so we're definitely leaning towards being a physical attacker here. So I think bites are going to be our best bet. We should be faster in general. We've got the Eviolite to help reduce things. I could just pop one rare candy here going into this. That's the right choice, right? Like, how can I not just use one rare candy? The game gives them to us. We haven't used any yet. We'll pop one quick little rare candy on this guy and be so much better off for this battle. I can't just throw it away like that. We have 10 rare candies. Good lord. Yeah, I'll use one. We're gonna, if we can make it through this battle, Kilroy will evolve. May as well as have it evolve now. Get ourselves a little bit of extra safety going into it. Cost myself a little bit of extra editing time, but that's okay. But yeah, I think this is definitely the right choice. We might actually be at lower defenses going into this now. I'm not sure exactly how much we get in increased defense. I don't know if it's enough to offset the boost from Eviolite. So the fact that we now will no longer have Eviolite might actually make us more frail. Though we also did get a decent boost in HP. And Dragon Darts, I do like Breaking Swipe a lot, but Dragon Darts is just so powerful. I still don't think I can get rid of Hex just yet. Yeah, let's go with Breaking Swipe. I can always teach a Breaking Swipe again if we think that's really something that we're missing. As long as we're fully healed and we have full PP for things, I won't mind using a TM again. If we have used some moves, then I won't use a TM because, you know, it seems unsporting. So we still didn't get Dragon Dance, huh? I was really thinking we'd get Dragon Dance here soon. Any new TMs that you could learn that we could not learn before? Solar Beam, I think, is new. Anything? Revenge? No, Rest, okay. Hex, we already know. Venoshock. Steel Wing? How in the world? We don't even have wings of any sort. How in the world can we learn Steel Wing? That's pretty sick, though. It is good coverage. But, I mean, I can't not have a Ghost-type move. Like, do we ever get a special Ghost-type move? That's what I really want. Or, sorry, a physical Ghost-type move. Like, Shadow Claw would be great. Anything in that vein would be really good for us. But it doesn't seem like there's anything else, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll find them a new item, too, I suppose. Let's get you an item. What do we want on Dragapult going in here? Do we have a berry that could lower a special type or a super effective dragon type move? That could be good for us here. Nothing? Not looking good. Yeah, not good. Okay, you know what? We'll give you a citrus berry. That could save us here. You never know when a citrus berry could come in clutch. Sadly, though, that will do it for this one. We did have 2 pretty good battles here, and then next time we'll probably finish up the last 2 battles here. Yeah, I really forgot that we had this much going on. I know that when you repeat the gym challenge in the future, this is how it's structured, where it's like all these gym leaders and you like do this and then you battle the champion. I did not remember it having this in the main storyline as well, so I didn't realize that we had like that first one that was like just 2 battles, and then this one which is now 3 battles, but it's all considered the finals. Then we battle the champion in the final. That's right, I remember the final. That's what it was. Yep, you eventually have the final. That's where we actually battle the champion. We're coming up on that eventually. A little bit trickier battles along the way than I expected. I expected we just had Bede, then Eternatus, and Rose, then Leon. Turns out we had Bede, then Nessa, then Alistair, then Rayhan, then Rose, then Eternatus, then Leon. So they're definitely not letting us off the hook here. Not easy, at least. So we should be okay, hopefully, here. This is definitely going to be a tricky one. If we need to, we can put Melodic in and probably be, you know, just doing neutral damage and able to tank it out. But let's let the newly evolved Kilroy show us what he's capable of in this coming episode here. That's it for this one, though. Hopefully you'll forgive me for having this episode come out a bit later in the day. Probably not a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Hope the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more of these in the future. You're already subscribed. I know you. Hit the bell icon notifications when new episodes come out. Should be 9 a.m. Eastern time every single day, barring extenuating circumstances. Extenuating circumstances. Extenuating? That's not even a word, is it? Maybe it is. I'm gonna stop talking because I feel like I'm just getting dumber by the moment. See you in the next episode. Until then, I hope you have a nice day. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, check out these similar videos floating all around your screen.